Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to go through the Lesson 25 lab, You Light Up My Life, Classifying Substances. The purpose for doing this is to collect evidence regarding some of the properties of substances and look for patterns in their results. So what we're going to see in our setup here is that we have a conductivity meter. All right, so this measures if something conducts electricity or not. If it conducts electricity very well, we get the red and the green light to light up. Let me show you what that looks like in the dark. If it conducts electricity somewhat well, we'll get just one of the lights. And if it doesn't conduct electricity at all, none of the lights will come up. So we're going to test several different substances. So we'll look at them here. We're going to see if they conduct on their own, see if they dissolve in water, and then see if they conduct when they dissolve in water. So we're going to start with just plain H2O, so water that's been distilled to remove all the impurities. So there it is in the dish. We'll zoom in. And we'll notice that it looks just like regular water, because it is. So now we will test to see if it conducts. All right, and now we will see if the pure water conducts. So we put our electrodes in. No light bulb came on. We'll check it again in the dark. And no light comes on. So that is our control, that pure distilled water does not conduct electricity. Now we're going to change to our next substance to test, aluminum foil. All right, so let's test to see if the aluminum foil will conduct electricity on its own. We'll do this with the light off. And as long as we have contact with the foil, we see that it does conduct electricity. Now, let's see if the aluminum dissolves in water. So here we have some aluminum foil in our test tube. And we're going to add some distilled water to it. And we will give it a stir to see if it dissolves. All right, and we notice that it does not dissolve in water. Next, we are going to test sucrose. So let's zoom in and look at it. And we'll notice that the sucrose is a clearish white solid. So we're going to start by seeing if sucrose by itself is conductive. So will this conduct electricity? All right, so we test it with the light on. We'll test it with the light off, and we see that the sucrose does not conduct electricity. Next, we're going to see if it dissolves in water. So here is our sucrose in the test tube. add some distilled water. And we will give that a mix. And we can see that the sucrose does dissolve in the water. So now we're going to test to see if the sucrose dissolved in water will conduct electricity. All right, so there's our sucrose solution. And now we're going to test it. And let's test it with the light off. So we can see our sucrose solution does not conduct electricity.